You're doing very well.
Sherlock creators Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss have taken another stab at adapting a classic, this time revamping Bram Stoker's Dracula for the modern screen. While it takes some time to click as it tries to blend goofy with ghoulish and sassy with sinister, the end result is quite rewarding. At one point in the season's most on-the-nose scene, Moffat and Gatiss show their dueling main characters, Count Dracula and the whip-smart nun Agatha Van Helsing, playing chess. As obvious a trope as that may be, the strength of the show honestly lies in their to-and-fro feud and the clever lengths to which they both go to one-up each other. After lawyer Jonathan Harker appears at a Hungarian convent in 1897, clearly not the man he once was, it's off to the races. Van Helsing and Dracula go to war, and it's the mind games that resonate the most. Van Helsing's attempts to crack Dracula's psyche and the Count's own malicious machinations regarding his intentions for Agatha stand as the North Star of these three chapters. Classic adversaries, these two and their interactions form a powerful enough spine for the series that it's then able to indulge in silliness and occasional satire. Also, the three episodes feel very different from one another, so the Dracula-Van Helsing dynamic is crucial for tethering us back to the core story. Occasionally, one can feel the strain of the series trying to outmatch and outwit itself with 2020 incarnations of the book's most famous characters, even borrowing a character from another old vampire tale. But overall, the transformations and subversions work. The first season, which is much like a season of Sherlock, 3 feature-length episodes, is paced well, and the first 2 episodes use an interview with a vampire-style structure to unspool the story, which is usually the recounting of events that have already taken place, leading us up to a killer final half hour. Because of this, Dracula is able to address its absurdities up front, so that they quickly normalize and blend into the narrative. Danish actor Claes Bang plays Count Dracula like a game show host from hell. It's a mirthful mix of madcap and mayhem. It's also overly casual in a way that might remind you of Brian Cox playing Hannibal Lecter in 1986's Manhunter. Those expecting a more diabolical Anthony Hopkins as Lecter type of portrayal for Dracula will be initially thrown. But the Hannibal Lecter comparisons and nods aren't lost on anyone either. Obviously, both literary villains consumed blood and flesh of others, but this new series pointedly paints Dracula as a self-professed gourmet who has somehow been able to ascend over the mindless vampires because of the particular blood he consumes, each carefully chosen victim imbuing the Count with knowledge, talent, and savoir-faire that prepares him for a life hiding among polite civil society. The show has a lot of new takes on Dracula's old design, but this one was the most intriguing and telling.
I am Dracula.
Admittedly, the fang-in-cheek aspects of Bang's stylings can be a little jarring, but this is why Dolly Wells' Van Helsing is such a crucial ingredient. Bang's Dracula feels right when paired with and pitted against Wells' avenging acerbic nun. This is when he makes the most sense, when the two of them are able to go at each other with playful venom. Dracula may take a bit of getting used to tonally, but once the Count starts to war with the equally plucky and persistent Van Helsing, the show finds itself, along with its ability and excuse, to indulge in ferocious foolishness. For more streaming reviews, check out what we thought of The Witcher and The Mandalorian, and as always, subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.